If I needed to lose 33 pounds quickly and keep the weight off forever, I already know exactly what works. I've seen this work with thousands of people. I've seen people lose 44, 66, even 88 pounds using exactly what I'm going to show you today. And no, it's not another crazy diet. It's not a miracle supplement. These are 7 simple habits that put your body into fat-burning mode automatically. In fact, the first habit I'm going to show you can literally make or break all your progress. And 99% of people do this completely wrong every single morning. If you stay until the end, I'll reveal not just these 7 habits, but also the #1 mistake that sabotages fat burning, even when you're doing everything else right. At 18 minutes, I'll tell you about the 3 foods you probably eat thinking they're healthy, but they're completely blocking your weight loss. Hello everyone, welcome! And for the last 8 years, I've been helping people transform their bodies without extreme diets or insane workouts. And before you think, oh, another fitness guru, let me be straight with you. 95% of diets fail. Most people who lose weight gain it all back in less than 2 years. Why? Because they focus only on calories, when in reality, sustainable weight loss is about hormones. I discovered this the hard way. 10 years ago, I was 55 pounds heavier, had zero energy, and had already tried everything: low carb, extreme fasting, 2-hour daily workouts, until I discovered these 7 habits that naturally regulate your hormones. In 6 months, I not only lost all the weight, but I never gained it back. So let's get straight to what matters.
Habit number 1. Transform your morning with protein. This is first because it can literally make or break your fat burning for the entire day. What you eat in the morning either helps you burn fat all day long or triggers cravings, blood sugar crashes, and fat storage. And the difference comes down to one word: protein. One study showed that just increasing protein from 15% to 30% of the diet, people naturally ate 441 fewer calories per day. They lost almost 11 pounds of pure fat in 12 weeks, and they weren't even trying to cut calories. They simply felt less hungry. Why does this work? Protein keeps blood sugar stable, decreases insulin, your fat storage hormone, keeps you satisfied so you don't snack all day, and stops nighttime cravings before they even start. Studies also show that a protein-rich breakfast can decrease ghrelin, your hunger hormone, by up to 25%. This means fewer cravings, less snacking during the day. You program your body early. You load up on protein, balance your hormones, and stay in control. So what's the target? How much protein should you aim for? Men, 30 to 40 grams in the morning. Women, 20 to 30 grams. Here are some easy ideas. For those doing intermittent fasting, protein coffee. Add collagen to your coffee, mix with a little butter and coconut oil, blend it all, it becomes a delicious latte. Or make protein hot chocolate. Mix collagen with cocoa powder, add water or plant milk, it's literally healthy chocolate milk. If you eat in the morning, 2 to 4 eggs with avocado, add turkey sausage or bacon, include sautéed greens for extra fiber. And if you're vegetarian or vegan, collagen protein is dairy-free, hemp seeds, chia, flax in smoothies, clean plant protein, no artificial sweeteners, nut butters, peanut, cashew, almond, beans with eggs if you're vegetarian. Remember, early protein means fewer cravings later, more muscle, faster metabolism. Habit number 2, master carb cycling. Let me be clear, carbohydrates are not the enemy, but eating them the wrong way at the wrong time or in the wrong form is the fastest path to cravings, fat storage, and hormonal imbalances, especially if you're over 35. That's why we don't cut carbs, we cycle them. Here's how it works. Some days go low carb to reset your hormones and burn fat. Other days bring in clean carbohydrates to fuel your movement and recovery. But never eat carbs just out of habit. Use them with intention. On low activity or rest days, go low carb. On workout or intense activity days, add fiber-rich, slow-digesting carbs. The best ones for carb days? Lentils and beans packed with nutrients, quinoa or wild rice, sweet potato if you want, lots of vegetables. They're complex carbs with fiber. Avoid bread, pasta, cereal, crackers, anything processed or full of sugar. If it doesn't come with fiber, don't eat it. We want high amounts of fiber if we're going to have high amounts of carbohydrates. Why does this work? It lowers your insulin levels, fiber counterbalances the sugar spike, protects hormones like leptin and thyroid, trains your metabolism to efficiently switch between carbs and fat. This is how athletes fuel performance without burning out, and it's how you fuel fat loss without extreme diets. But attention, this only works when you focus on quality carbs. Carb Day is not a license for pizza and sweets. Remember, we're losing 33 pounds quickly. Think beans, think lentils, think vegetables, think sprouted grains. In other words, think fiber, not flour. Habit number 3, move more, burn more. Now that your meals are working for you, let's talk about movement. If your meals are on point, but you're still sitting most of the day, your body is working against you. It's crucial to move your body every day. Every time you do this, it decreases insulin, the hormone that stores fat, clears toxins through sweat, breathing, lymphatic system, improves circulation, reduces stress hormones like cortisol.
Pause the video right now and write in the comments what your health goal is for your body. Then come back here to continue your learning.
And one of the best types of movement? Walking, especially after meals. Studies show that just 10 to 15 minutes of walking after a meal can decrease blood sugar by 22-23% and decrease insulin by 25% compared to staying on the couch. This means less fat stored and more fat burned. And it's not just about walking. You can burn fat just by moving during the day. It's called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. These are the calories you burn with daily movement, not workouts. Things like cleaning, pacing, climbing stairs, stretching, even fidgeting. One study showed that just fidgeting increased energy expenditure by 20 to 40% above resting levels. Here's how to include more movement in your day. Phone call, walk or pace around. Take a lap around the house every hour. Chat with a friend while walking. Use stairs instead of the elevator. Stretch during commercials or ads. Walk during work meetings. Do squats while waiting for food to cook. Calf raises while brushing your teeth. Be creative. Once movement becomes part of your rhythm, fat loss becomes a byproduct instead of a battle. This doesn't have to be hard. The secret is making movement a natural part of your day.
Habit number 4, smart and efficient training. If you've been eating better, walking and moving more, but the fat still won't come off, this is your next step. Because at some point, your body needs more than just movement. It needs a stronger signal to build muscle and burn fat. The best way to do this is by combining strength training with short bursts of intensity. It's not a 1-hour workout. It's not cardio machines or rep counting. It's smart, efficient movement that brings results. Here's how I recommend doing it. Choose 3 full-body exercises: squats, push-ups, planks. Do them in a circuit with minimal rest. Option 1, 50 seconds working, 10 seconds resting, move to the next exercise. 50 seconds working, 10 resting, next exercise. 50 seconds working, 30 seconds resting. Repeat for 2 more rounds, 9 minutes and 50 seconds workout. Option 2, choose 3 exercises, 50 seconds working, 10 resting. Continue for maximum rounds in 8 to 10 minutes. Done. Complete workout. This works because it sends 2 strong signals: build muscle, burn fat. Strength training builds lean muscle and increases metabolism. Circuit intensity triggers growth hormone, which pulls fat from storage.
One study found that high intensity increases growth hormone by more than 150%. This type of training also creates the afterburn effect. Your body continues burning fat for up to 24 hours afterward. One study found that people doing this for 78 minutes per week had the same fat loss and blood sugar results as people doing 210 minutes of traditional cardio. Same benefits, 1/3 the time. And abdominal fat results? In a 6-month test, this type of high-intensity exercise reduced abdominal fat by 10 to 15%. Real, visible change, faster and safer than most programs. And this isn't just for fit people. If you're over 50, just starting, or your joints need support, this still works. You can start slow, and we have variations, even holding onto a chair or wall. Multiple days per week, building from there. Because once you combine strength with intensity, you're not just exercising, you're changing how your body functions. You're transforming it into a fat-burning machine, protecting muscle, preparing your metabolism to respond better to everything else you do.
Habit number 5. The perfect meal formula. Now that you've learned how to start the day right, how to move more, how to control carbs, how to wake up your metabolism, it's time to lock in your progress with how to build your meals. Because when your meals are built the right way, they stop working against you and start working for you. Here's the rule. Every meal should include protein, healthy fat, and fiber. Protein, fat, and fiber, instead of the old model of protein, fat, and carbs. This combination keeps blood sugar stable, controls hunger, and keeps your body in fat-burning mode. Let's break this down. Protein keeps you satisfied, slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, protects muscle building, fuels your metabolism. Without enough protein, your body burns muscle instead of fat, and your metabolism stalls. Here's a study insight. People who had a protein-rich shake at some point in the day ate significantly less afterward without being instructed to. Protein tells your brain, "We're good. We have what we need." My favorite protein sources? Eggs, especially pasture-raised, quality protein. Wild fish, grass-fed beef, pasture-raised chicken, bone broth, clean collagen powder, no artificial sweeteners, hemp seeds, chia, nuts, and beans. Healthy fats help regulate hormones, keep you satisfied longer, and reduce inflammation. Unlike carbs, fats don't trigger insulin, so they support fat burning. Study insight? Adding half an avocado to lunch increased satiety and satisfaction by 23% for up to 5 hours. Fewer cravings, more fat burning between meals. My favorites? Avocados, extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, ghee or butter, raw nuts and seeds, fatty fish. And our third group? Fiber. Not just carbs, fiber. Fiber slows digestion, keeps blood sugar stable, lowers insulin, feeds good gut bacteria, and keeps detox pathways open. Study insight? People who eat a lot of fiber had better blood sugar control and 15% lower risk of early death. It's not just for digestion and fat loss, it literally extends your life.
Write this down or rewind the video as many times as you want.
My favorites? Leafy greens, sautéed, roasted, raw, in smoothies. Cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. Berries, raspberry, blueberry. Beans, lentils full of magnesium. Chia seeds, flax, quinoa, wild rice. Why all three together? Because they work as a team. You need all three for maximum fat burning. If you eat protein and fiber but skip fat, blood sugar can still spike. If you eat fat without fiber or protein, you might feel satisfied, but your body won't burn fat efficiently. If you eat fiber without protein, you're not feeding muscles, which is your metabolism. Here's something most people miss. The order you eat matters. One study showed that eating protein first helped decrease blood sugar by up to 45% and insulin by up to 50%. This simple change helps your body use food for energy instead of storing it as fat. So focus on quality protein, fats, and fiber. Include them in as many meals as you can, and be mindful about the order you eat.
Habit number 6. When you eat is as important as what you eat. We focused on what you're eating. Now it's time to talk about when you eat. Because if you're eating all day long, your body never gets a real chance to burn fuel and burn fat. Most people eat from the moment they wake up until bedtime. Coffee with cream at 6 a.m., snack at 10 a.m., lunch at noon, snack at 3 p.m., dinner at 6 p.m., dessert or late night snack at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Here's the problem. Every time you eat, it triggers insulin, and when insulin is high, fat burning mode is turned off. What's the solution? Create an intentional rhythm for your meals. This means spacing them out, cutting snacks, and giving your body time to reset, lower insulin, digest nutrients, use nutrients, and burn fat. And science proves it. In a 12-week study, people who shortened their eating window to 10 hours a day lost more than 6.6 pounds, decreased almost 2 inches from their waist, 3% total body fat. And they didn't change what they ate, just when they ate. A concept I call rotational eating also increases growth hormone by more than 1,200%. This hormone tells your body to burn fat and protect muscle. It also activates your body's internal cleanup crew called autophagy. This cleans up damaged cells, old proteins, and toxins that usually get stored in fat. Critical for fat loss, because when fat cells shrink, they release toxins into the bloodstream. If your body can't process this, the weight comes back. Note that it's not just about how long you eat, it's about how late you eat. One study found that eating the same dinner at 10 p.m. instead of 6 p.m. led to higher blood sugar and significantly less fat burned overnight. Same food, different timing. One gets stored, the other gets used. So, how do you space your meals? You don't need to fast for 20 hours. If you want to feel well-fed, not starving, you just need to give your body regular breaks. Here's where to start. Stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bed. Number 1 to do. Allows enough time to process the last meal. Eat 3 balanced meals per day. No snacks between them. Solid breakfast, solid lunch, solid dinner. Aim for 12 to 14 hours overnight without eating. Dinner at 6 p.m., don't eat until 7 a.m. the next day, equals 13 hours. If you get stuck, try liquid breakfast only. Coffee with protein or just fat. Coffee with butter, coconut oil, and collagen blended together. This protein coffee replaces the meal and extends the fast until lunch. Ideally, space meals 4 to 6 hours apart. Coffee at 8 a.m., lunch at noon, dinner at 6 p.m. Hungry between meals? Drink water, lemon water, coffee. Your body's thirsty, not hungry. This is the habit that connects everything. Because if your meals are built right, but you're constantly snacking, insulin stays high, fat burning never turns on. But when you build in space, metabolism speeds up, hormones balance, and fat burning becomes something your body does naturally.
Habit number 7, the secret nobody talks about. Protect your liver. Now you have the habits, you have the rhythm. You're no longer guessing what to eat, when to eat, or how to move. But there's one piece most people miss, and it's big. It's your liver. If your liver is still under attack, your fat burning will stall no matter what else you're doing right.
There are 7 common foods that most people eat regularly that put pressure on the liver, trigger inflammation, and make weight loss much harder than it needs to be. And the worst part? Some of these are even marketed as healthy. I'll give you a preview of the main ones. Processed vegetable oils, soy, canola, sunflower, found in almost all processed foods. Hidden sugars, corn syrup, dextrose, maltodextrin, even in sugar-free products. Artificial sweeteners, aspartame, sucralose, ACE-K, confuse your metabolism and overload the liver. Diet and light foods, full of chemicals your liver has to process. Excess fructose, even from fruits, overload detox pathways. Why does this matter so much? Your liver is responsible for metabolizing fat, processing hormones, detoxifying your body, regulating blood sugar. When it's overloaded, all these functions get compromised. Signs your liver might be overloaded? Stubborn fat around the waist, low energy, especially in the afternoon, sugar cravings, difficulty losing weight even when doing everything right, bloating after meals. The good news? Your liver is incredibly resilient. It can regenerate quickly when you stop overloading it. And when you clean up your diet and remove these saboteurs, weight loss accelerates dramatically. So let's recap the 7 habits that put your body in fat-burning mode. Morning protein, 20 to 40 grams to balance hormones. Carb cycling, low on rest days, clean on active days. Daily movement, walking, NEAT, be active. Smart HIIT, strength plus intensity, 8 to 10 minutes. PFF formula, protein, fat, fiber in every meal. Strategic timing, 3 meals, no snacks, overnight fasting. Protect the liver, avoid sabotaging foods. Here's my challenge for you. Choose only 2 of these habits to start this week. Don't try to do them all at once. I recommend starting with morning protein and meal timing. These 2 alone can transform your results. If you apply this consistently for 21 days, I guarantee you'll see changes, not just on the scale, but in your energy, your cravings, how you feel in your own body. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It makes all the difference for the channel.
You'll see many more details about these habits by watching the videos in the playlist at the end of this one. Join this channel by subscribing and leaving your like. You have everything to gain from the knowledge we'll show you every week.